Guys, I am so disheartened. Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. I've just recorded an episode and unfortunately it recorded my audio, but it didn't record my game, so the actual game itself. I'll give you a quick rundown of what we spoke about. We went over here to look at this mine shaft and discovered that there is a cave spider spawner here, and it's only the one so far. I didn't do much exploring because I didn't want to make the whole episode about that. We found a chest, not much in it. We discovered, and it was quite. It makes sense, but the normal spiders in the game don't go aggro when it's a specific light level. So in the daytime and stuff, they lose aggro. The same applies for cave spider spawners. So I want to do something interesting with that idea in mind. Obviously, it's very near to our base and it's very near to the surface, so we'll definitely make some sort of farm out of that. Maybe even an arena. I've made arenas before where I've had a couple of spawners nearby. You drop yourself in with some basic armor, and you release a certain amount of mobs, and you try and fight them if you can. You try and beat them. I spoke about the wood types. How I'm not too impressed with the fact that, I'm very impressed with the fact that this exists, the fact that you can now have the top texture on, but you use 4 to make them and you only get 3, which doesn't make sense. Equally, to make the stripped version of it, if I use 4, then I can't make this version, which initially led me to believe that there wasn't a stripped version of the full block. But there is. You have to make the normal version and then strip that, which it just bothers me a little bit about the continuity. But that is what it is. The to-do list. I made a to-do list. You might have seen it, but we've not covered it properly. We need to make a bigger carrot farm because this one just isn't good enough. We need to make an animal farm. We've got some cows and some sheep and some pigs over there, so we can do that. I want to make the blaze farm into a proper redstone blaze farm with potentially a cone style system or a variant of, which I'm working on, trying to figure out a cool way of doing so, which I'll explain with this in a moment. We need to light up some more caves to increase the efficiency of our mob trap, and I want to make a 2x cave spider spawner, which we can do over there somewhere. There's a cobblestone pillar where they are. So, trapdoors, first of all, act as ladders if they're placed above a ladder. I discovered this with my little AFK room. I made that because if I stand in here, I'm on hard, and zombies can break down the door and kill me. So I went down so they can't do that. I discovered it, and I needed it because you can't place ladders on observers. So you place a trapdoor down and you can go up, which is pretty cool. I've never played about with observers before. They got added after I stopped playing. But if you don't know, a quick rundown, they quite literally observe the block that's in front of them. So if that was a piston and it triggered, it would get updated and it would trigger a redstone out the back. If I placed a block, it would do the same. If I broke a block, it would do the same. So if you don't know, though, you'll probably all know about that functionality, but if you might not know that if you place a string on the floor, that obviously then can become part of a tripwire. So you'd attach a tripwire here and a tripwire there, and at the end of each of the tripwires you would have a redstone signal when it's being pressed down. However, because of the way that they are created, when you step into a string, it triggers a block update, which will trigger an observer. So, if I can give you a little bit of a demonstration on what this might be used for, this could technically be a multi-layer base, and just a very quick, easy way to get down a couple of layers. It's not perfect by any stretch, and it's made of dirt. It's just a very, very quick example. It doesn't work half the time. If you wanted it to work a bit better, you'd probably have like a 2x2 of trapdoors. But yeah, it allows you to drop down. If you don't know, in this game you can drop 3 blocks without taking fall damage, and then on the 4th, you take 4 damage. You probably all know all of these things, but the reason that I'm telling you about this is I don't want to build a blaze farm and just copy somebody else. So the standard blaze farm that you'll make, that most people will make, is the Ethos cone style. Now, there is exceptions to everything I'm saying here. The mob farm is not my design, but it's the logical design. Like it's kind of just like the only way to do it. It's the best way to do it, if that makes sense. You could achieve the same thing with just a dark room, and it's just an evolution of the game and how people have played the game. So, like I say, I just want to try and be conscious about not just making somebody else's stuff in this world. You know, I do want to make my own stuff. That's how I've always played the game. I've never liked copying people to the T. So with that said, what I might try and do is incorporate the string and the observers into a blaze farm. I'm currently working on it in a creative world, and I'll probably show you a bit of what I've been doing in a moment. But yeah, the cone style for the blaze farm is one of the best ways to do it. You know, it just makes sense. They spawn. If you're not familiar with it, they spawn and they hover down, and there's a pressure plate here and there's a piston here, and when they trigger the pressure plate, they get pushed off, and then same applies. They go down again, and they get pushed off again, all until they end up in a 1x1 or a 2x2. Like I say, it is just a very logical way to do it. So we might end up just using the standard design, but I am definitely trying to come up with my own ideas as far as how we can make it our own. So I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, so just quickly jumping into a test world here. This is essentially how the standard design goes. So let's say this was your wall, and blaze falls down, and they get pushed off into, again, just a further layer down. And it's cool because if one's falling down at the same time, it stops it from being able to. Yeah, it's just a very good design. And I was just hoping to maybe try and improve it a little bit with when you have redstone itself powered, it causes lighting updates. Same with repeaters. And from what I've read, observers don't do that. So, for instance, let's see if we can get a very dark room here. We won't spend too much time in this creative world. I just wanted to show you my proof of concept at least. Come on, let's get dark. Right, so an observer. There we go. So this is an observer observing a block change. You can see the red. You might not be able to see it, but it is ticking. If I do a repeater there, you'll see. It's doing it. In fact, the repeater doesn't look like it's doing a lighting update either, though. But if I do a redstone, oh, have they taken all of them? The lighting updates out? I don't know. Anyway, that was the reason that I originally had the idea to try and do it with observers. So the idea would be something similar to this. So they'd come down, and again it would stop it from being able to. But as you can see, it's a lot slower than that. I mean, it's instant, because obviously that one's got a 1 tick delay. That one's instant. It's just a very good design. So I can't really improve on it. Not right now, at least. It doesn't seem. I've just given myself strength in this test world. But yeah, the observers are definitely cool. You can do things like this with them. So you can start a clock that's they're slightly out of time from each other by 1 tick, which is cool. You can do a longer clock by doing 4 together like this, and then you end up with something like this. You know, they're all 1 tick apart from each other, which again is very cool. I think these observers are going to be very useful, and I'm sure that many people that have played the game consistently throughout these past couple of years have created some very cool things with the observers, but I'm obviously just getting started with them, and I'm very excited to start using them in redstone contraptions. But we'll go back to the normal world now and take it from there. Okay guys, and we're back in our normal world. I'm just gathering the resources that I think I will need to build this mob farm. I'm going to take a big chunk of redstone with me because I don't know how much I'm going to need. I'm going to make some more potions because I don't want to die in there. We're nearly at level 30. It would be a big shame to lose our levels now. Let's go get some more sand, some more bottles. I need to clear up the area a little bit. We've taken some hits from some creepers. I'm gonna make primarily the enclosure out of granite, I think, if I can. That's a bit of a waste. Still a waste of a charcoal, but the blaze rods do 12. So it would be a bigger waste. So we've got nether quartz. We don't need the pork. We don't need all these carrots we've got on us. Let's just get rid of them. Get rid of that. Let's put the fortune pick away. Then if we go to our slime farm, I forgot to tell you this last time. The slime farm, I had a slight mishap with it, let's say. The area that I dug out, the 3 whole chunks in 4 high that I dug out, were wrong. I basically inverted it. So this is what I dug out. And ain't no slime spawning here. This is the slime chunk. So I had to dig it all out all over again. But it gave us a big chunk of cobble and quite a nice amount of granite, I think. Yeah, we got plenty. So I'm not too fond of this granite texture, but I am quite fond of the polished version. I think that looks really nice. And yeah, I think a nice colour combination between these. I have not quite figured it out. I think it'll be nice to have the magma blocks though, because obviously it's blaze and they're fiery. Might get some orange. What I was about to say, sorry about that little cut there, was I might get some orange glass, because they're fiery and stuff. I've not figured it out just yet, but I'm not going to record probably a lot of it because you've all seen blaze farms being made before, and it's not my design. I will link the original place that I saw it, which is Ethos video, in the description. Obviously credit where credit's due. I'm not going to copy his word for word, putting my own little twist on it here and there, but ultimately it is still his idea, as far as I know. If he's crediting somebody, then it'll be in his description or he'll say it in his video. But that's where I first saw it, so I'll see you in a moment when hopefully we've got a mob farm. A blaze farm. Slime farm's working well. They seem to be a whole lot faster nowadays, the slimes do, which is interesting. One thing I have discovered as well, with the new swiping mechanics of the sword, it's actually really good to make a sword, especially when you're dealing with a bunch of slimes like this. So, for instance, there's a lot around. You kill quite a lot in one little swoop. So, definitely useful to have a sword on you. Another one spawned. Really, really happy that we've got a slime. And an amount of slimes now. I don't think we'll need more than 64. I'm hoping we don't, because that'll mean that we need more than 64 iron, which I don't have a lot of. Now, obviously, I've not dug a lot of the iron that's in this world. There's still a lot that's in the mine shaft. I've not been through that just yet. Is there any in here? Because if there is, we'll take it up with us. It's 15. Yeah, we'll take it up because we need to smelt some anyway, because we're going to need some pistons. But I will be back with you. The next time you see me will probably be when I've finished or just about finished the blaze farm. So see you in a moment. I lied. I've just been smelting some iron to get the pistons that we're going to need, and we got level 30 from the XP, so we may as well do an enchant while we're here. Let's see what we get. Sharpness 3, anything else? Honestly, these enchants are so disappointing. They must have done something to the enchanting system. Like, there we go, finally a powerful, like, that's a good enchant. Let's see what we can get on everything else while we're here. We may as well. Again, that's a good enchant. Like, all of the other ones were trash. And now, all of a sudden, we're getting good enchants. Flame, not so good. Efficiency 4, great. Sword, fire aspect 2, not so good. Efficiency 4. I think the next one I will do is another book, because I want our infinity bow to be of infinity power 4. So we'll do that. But yeah, I'm sure they've nerfed the enchantments a lot, because it used to be if you were doing a level 30, it was rare that you'd get a bad enchant, whereas now it seems more common than anything else. Anyway, I digress. I promise now I'm going to go build a blaze farm. Alrighty, I'm pretty much done here now. I'll explain everything in a moment. I think this design is going to be very controversial. I think a lot of you are going to think it's disgusting, but I really, really like it. I just need to finish off the last layer at the bottom, and we're done. I've got enough pistons. I don't think I need that. What did I need? I need more repeaters. So I need more stone. Torches. I think I just needed 2 more, which I do have now. So we'll go down here, and I've got a lot of scaffolding over the place. But if you've been with this channel for a while, then you will have probably seen the quote-unquote improvements that I made to the cone design ages ago. So originally the first cone design just used redstone all the way around. Repeaters all the way around, which is a little bit more costly than using alternating repeaters and redstone. Again, it's not game changing, it's just a bit of an improvement. And also I prefer to do a slightly larger cone than the specified spawner. So you could get away in the spawner with doing, see where it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you could get away with doing 3 on every side other than that side. That's to do with the way that you're pointing. I think it's that side. No, not that side. It's where X and Z are getting bigger. Getting smaller, sorry. So if you see X is minus 161, then it's 162, which means it's getting less. And Z is 194 and is now 193. So this way you would need 1, 2, 3, 4. But on all the other sides you could do 3. However, in every particular direction, so if there was a wall here, some mob spawned. It's because I didn't block up that one area block there. If a mob tried to spawn here, he has a chance of trying to spawn 50% in the wall, and he won't do that because it's obstructed. So you do get slightly better results if you allow an extra space. With that being said, that does mean that on this side I'm not getting the same as what I'm getting on every other side, if that makes sense. Because this side is 4 anyway, I could ideally go out another one to make it 5 on that side. But having the extra on all 3 other sides is good enough for me. And the spawner can only be a certain speed anyway, because it only summons them every so often, so many game ticks. But anyway, let's come down here. So they'll funnel from the top, keep coming down, keep coming down, keep coming down into a 1 by 1 area. Now, there is going to be an issue with the mob cramming, because the default game rule is 24, I think. You can have 20 odd mobs in one specific area, and then they will start to die instantly. So we need to dig out this area for where they're gonna come down to, but realistically we can start our testing right now. Really, we just need to go and dig out that the blocks that are covering the spawner. So I just wanted a bit of a bigger area here. Let's build a bit of a staircase up. Put a torch down in case you can't see it. It's very dark in here. So I've already checked that if I stand here I can still see everything. So we're all good on that front. I do want to see at some point how far I can go away from it, because I'm already very far away, so I need to calculate that at some point, but not today. Today I just wanted to get it up and running. Right. This is precarious. Let's drink our last fire resist. I've not actually needed to drink the second one that I drank. I just did it out of like habit almost. I didn't need to drink it. There's nothing really that's bothered me whilst I've built this. It's been the odd blaze, but because I'm in an enclosure anyway, it's not been an issue, which is nice. I shan't complain about that. Here we go. Let's get rid of that because we don't need it. And here we are. Great. So let's just finish everything up. Oh, it's good job that we did that fire resist potion, because we are going to need it now. Let's dump everything off in here. We're going to need a few more stone pressure plates because we've missed a couple. And let's get to work because we've only got 7 minutes left of fire resist. So let's take that out. Let's bridge across. I need to put a pressure plate there. Let's just check everywhere else has got one. Let's just block that for the time being while we're doing these checks. Put the slab there, finish with a magma block. Right, so all around the top layer is good, apart from here, where we need one more piston, one more magma block, and that. So that's now finished, top layer. So I think I'm ready to start taking out the blocks. Oh, wow, that was a mistake. Right, okay, so all's our job now really is to take these blocks out. And we're going to need to do it as fast as possible. Don't let them punch us because they will hurt a lot. Doesn't matter about them doing that. They can shoot us all we want. We've still got 4 minutes left. That's fine, Mr. Blaze. You shoot at me all you want. Now I'm going to put a block on top of the spawner so they can't spawn on top of it. And we're just going to say that we've lost these blocks because there's no way I'm getting them back. I don't want to go down through the system when they're in here. Go down, confirm that it works for me please. They won't while I'm in here actually. Oh, imagine if I broke the spawner accidentally now. Oh, I would be absolutely devastated. Come on. Carefully take these out. This guy's very close to me. Let's hit him away. Right, we've done pretty good here, I think. Let's Take out that one, that one. Oh, we forgot them. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh wow, that was close. Whew. Well, we at least know that the funnel system works. Right, we need to put a block there to stop them from being able to do that to us. There we go. So obviously at some point I'll implement some sort of crushing system to get them down. For now, that seems to me like it's working. I'll also implement some sort of window so we can see them. For now we just have to peer through. Let's get rid of that one. Oh, there's two more that we've still not got rid of. Ah, we've got fire resist, so we can do that. There we go. So is that everything? Every block? Yep. So now we can just seal it up. Great. Never have to think about it again. We will go and get some glass. So I'll be back with you in a moment. I've just thought, if you smelt red sand, do you get red glass? Or orange glass? Very cool if you did. Well, it smelts. So does it give us red sand? Red glass? That saved me from dying it. No, it just gives you normal. Well, that's a shame. So here's the issue. You should be able to see it in a moment. If we get one come down, there's 24 mobs in there, 26 it's saying, but there might be some behind. I don't know the exact number, it might be 26. There you go. So they came down and they instantly died. So in order to do that, to fix that, we obviously need to kill them all. There we go. Which isn't bad. Certainly not optimal, but again, we can always make improvements on it later. But I want to go back upstairs because I've made a few mistakes that I want to fix. Up top, I put a little bit of a view window in, and I mean I'd need to get rid of that because I didn't mean to place that one. But as you can see, they're standing on top of the spawner, which we absolutely do not want. So we need to. We don't have any more fire resist. We need them to move. Might be best just getting them to float upwards to us. See if they can path to us. Or it might just be better to go get some fire resist. Do I have any sand? I do have sand. Great, that'll do. That'll do. I'll just do this. There we go. I want, ideally, I think we'll do this. I think it matters if you have a transparent block or an opaque block on top of it. I think it changes the way that the spawner acts, so there we go. We'll also go get some more glass. While we're waiting for the glass to smelt, we may as well do that bow enchantment, see if we can get anything else on it. I think it was power 4, wasn't it, which is what I want. No, was it a book? Might have been a book. Power 4. Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. Can we get feather falling yet? Nope. Depth Strider 3 though. That's not awful. What do we got on there? Sufficiency 4. We do need to enchant a few more pickaxes. Sweeping Edge. I think that's for the, you know, when you whack and it does multiple in one go. I think that enchantment increases the amount of damage you do to the AoE enemies. But it won't matter on the Blaze farm at the moment because we will eventually set up a Crusher, like I've said, so there'll be one hit kill anyway. So just putting in the pieces of glass, just so we can see what's going on, what parts we need to improve. No doubt this isn't perfect. Oh, I hate doing that. I don't even have a piston, I can't even push it. Right. Seems like it's working pretty well. Blaze, I'm looking at this one. What's he doing? Has he seen me? Ah, there we go. I think they might be getting damaged in the magma blocks. If they are, then I'll need to change them out for transparent blocks, or like glass or something, so they don't get damaged. I did think that when I was doing it. I tested it myself a couple of times and I got hurt, but I wasn't sure if that was purely because it was hurting me because of the magma block, because it was hot. Is that guy dying? I think he is, yeah, he's properly stuck inside that block. Right, okay. So, need some improvements doing to it, but in just that little time that we've been standing watching, I bet we've got enough down here to make a level 30. Yeah, that's so much nicer. I used to have to stand there for, in the basic one that we did, maybe 10 minutes, between 10 minutes and half an hour, depending on how many would spawn. That was to get, no it wasn't, I think it was half an hour to get from level 0 to 30. And to get those at just the last 3 levels, I think it was about 10 minutes, if memory serves me correctly. It wasn't fast. I know that 10 minutes seems like a long time for 3 levels, but I think it was about 10 minutes. So, what shall we enchant? What can we get on that? Respiration, that's pretty good. We can't do any more books, I don't think, because I've used up all the... We really need a cow farm so we can start getting some more books. Bum bum bum. Let's make a diamond pickaxe. Because I always like enchanting diamond pickaxes. Right, we need the lapis. Efficiency 4. Please don't just be efficiency 4. Oh, oh, that is beautiful. Fortune 3, efficiency 4, unbreaking 3, diamond pick. Beautiful. Now, Gemini, or Geminio, can be retired to the original tools chest, and we'll call this Geminio 2.0. Have I spelled that correctly? I hope I have. If not, we're living with our mistake. Yeah. Beautiful. And on that note, guys, I'm going to call today's episode there. I feel like it's gone on a little bit longer than it should have. I hope you've enjoyed. I certainly have. We've now got a very good source of XP, so enchanting things won't be an issue. I know that I've focused quite a lot on enchanting things in the last couple of episodes. For good reason, I feel. It's going to increase our efficiency in being able to build things and make, for instance, a slime farm, digging out that. If we didn't have the enchants, it would have taken forever and a day. So I hope you bear with me whilst I show you all of my enchants, but most of the enchants now that I do, I'll just do them, and if I get anything good, then I'll show you rather than showing you everything that I enchant. But yes, without further ado, I hope you've enjoyed. I certainly have. Please leave a rating down below and let me know any feedback if you've got any. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.